Hello everyone, Julia Evans, aka the Lily Nurse. Today I'm doing a video blog on May 11th, 2020. And I wanted to pop on yesterday on May 10th, a very significant day for me. But honestly, I was just having too much fun with my kids in the great outdoors and just laughing and smiling on a glorious Mother's Day. Now, the significance of yesterday marks the second anniversary of my near-death experience, my reboot and my rebirth. It marks a time in my life that my world completely switched upside down. Now, I did experience something very traumatic. So, May 10th, 2018, I ended up coding on my unit. So I'm a nurse, and I ended up having anaphylactic reaction, and you have to read my book in order to get all the details. But I ended up coding, which means I lost my airway and turned blue, and they had to do compressions and shock me back twice. Now, I was deemed post-traumatic stress disorder about 8 months later, after I kind of stepped away from nursing and went, oh my God, I went through something really traumatic and nobody wanted to talk about it. So in this world, let me tell you, when somebody goes through something traumatic, everybody kind of like, ooh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know because it was very traumatic, and they're dealing with their own things. Which leaves the person, the patient, the individual to deal with it on their own. And sometimes when you're dealing with something really traumatic, and in my case, I got both spectrums, I got to deal with something very traumatic, but also very beautiful and it was a blessing. And I'm just trying to bring up a picture here for you. So this is a picture of me shortly after. So it's not too graphic. I'm a nurse, so nothing's graphic to me. But this was me that day. And so I still have the defibrillator pads on, and I have the leads. And if you see, can I expand that? Yes, I'm wearing makeup here. I wore a lot of makeup to work because I was hiding a lot of stuff deep down. Got to shove it all down to the depths of the abyss. But you see, my eyes are they're black. They're black and they're lost and actually scared shitless. So the significance of yesterday, because it landed on Mother's Day, my second year anniversary. So my first I did, which I've yet to launch, but I did a video blog like this for myself, telling the complete story of what it was to actually go through, having the experience of having the bag on your face, having the compressions done on you, what happens in between. And that's essentially what I write about in my book, and it loops and turns about all different areas within my life. So that is the Lily Nurse Rebooted Rebirth and Finding a New Path. Ooh, look, that's me. And yes, that is me, naked on the cover. I stripped so many layers from myself to actually get this book out. It's raw, it's real, it's emotional, but it was so therapeutic and healing for me to do. So I'm kind of babbling on, try to get to the point, Julia. So on the last few days, the week leading up to yesterday, I was struggling a lot. Now I do hold the box of multiple sclerosis, which means I was diagnosed with that in October 2014. So I'm doing extremely well right now, which is areas in my book that you need to read as well. But my legs, so this part of my leg was starting to go numb again. I hadn't been able to feel the bottom of my feet for about 4 days. And as a body talk practitioner, I always look at, well, what is the conscious of that? What is the meaning of that? And I couldn't ground myself, and I was stuck in between that, the numbness in between both my feet. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to be still. I wanted to breathe in the moment. But because they were numb, I was scared to step into my past, step into my future. I felt stuck. And sometimes I struggle with, well, who am I supposed to be? Like, I'm this woman who died and came back, and aren't you supposed to figure out why you're here? Well, it takes a long time to figure that out.